Yan ba yung ano ate? Tela na galing sa Mindanao?
Yes.
Talaga, ha? Yan pala bagong uso ngayon, ha? Yung magulo.
Gulo, oo nga. Pero 4 years ago pa.
Oh, ibig sabihin matagal ka nang magaling. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good morning. Welcome to FB Live with Spox. Gusto po natin batiin yung mga kapatiran natin na who are all over the world. We'd like to greet those who are in Dubai, UAE, sa LA, sa California, sa Canada, Calgary, Davao City, tsaka Cayman Islands, Qatar, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, Brunei, Malaysia, Tokyo, Japan, and Hong Kong. If we haven't mentioned you or your place, just please feel free to tell us where you are, give us your greetings. We'd like to just say welcome to one more Wednesday live on FB with Spokes. Meron po tayong, we have a few good news. Una-una po, we'd just like to say that patungkol po sa latest SW ratings ng mga kabinete ni President Duterte, Malacañang welcomes the good rating of the President's Cabinet. This is the third consecutive good assessment given by our people to the President's official family. We assure our people that the members of PRD's Cabinet continue to work hard to bring a comfortable life for all. So we'd like to say thank you to, I'd just like to appreciate what the Cabinet members have done and are doing. Also, we'd like to mention that Manila has been considered one of the world's best megacities for women. We welcome the good news that Manila is named the 6th best megacity for women out of 19 of the world's biggest megacities in the Thomson Reuters Foundation survey. Ano po ito? Ibig sabihin na Manila is women-friendly. The June 1 to July 28 survey includes questions related to sexual violence, access to health care, cultural practices, and economic opportunities. Pinakamataas po ang Manila for economic opportunities with 17 points reflecting that Filipino women have access to economic resources such as education, ownership of land, or other forms of property and financial services such as bank accounts. We just like to make mention that ang galing po pala talaga ng pagkakapwesto ng kababaihan sa Pilipinas. Hindi po considered inferior mga kababaihan dito. In fact, they're considered as equal and suitable partners. Congratulations, Manila. All right, and also regarding po sa PRD support for the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. Ito pong PUVMP. Ito po, lahat po panalo dito magmula po sa mga driver, sa mga operator, lalong-lalo na po sa mga milyon-milyon ng mga commuter. Talagang sinusuportahan po ng Presidente ang modernization na this modernization program has gone all the way back from the past administrations, pero lagi po siyang binabara ng mga, yung mga ideologically based na transport strikers at saka mga protesters. However, pagdating po sa public good, talaga hindi po umaatras ang Presidente. And ito po yung buod ng mensahe ng Presidente kagabi. Na wag nating, sabi niya, wag niyong gagamitin yung gamiting leverage yung claim of being poor or being mahirap. Sinasabi niya na ang lahat naman ito ay para sa lahat, lalong-lalo na sa kabuuan ng Pilipinas, and most of whom are actually are not yet out of the poverty level, and a large number are not yet. So, but itong the President's underscoring is that yung malakas po talaga ang will niya and to initiate reform for the public transport. It will result po in many, many good things for the people. It's open to, and the President also himself is open to, not the President, the government itself is open to more healthy dialogue, discussion, and responsible engagement. So, we just like to keep you informed that kung ano po nangyayari dito sa Pilipinas, and we're doing very, very well. We're advancing. The President is very, very very strongly committed to making sure that change comes to the Philippines. Isa pa po, we also welcome the improvements of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Yan. Aside from Ninoy Aquino International Airport, 4 Philippine airports again joined the list of the top 25 best airports in Asia for 2017, including Iloilo, mga kamamanwada, and Mactan, ang mga Bisaya, and Clark, ito po sa Katagalugan, and Davao International Airport. They're now considered some of the part of the top 25 best airports in Asia. Also, we welcome the survey released by the Guide to Sleeping in Airports na Ninoy Aquino International Airport is no longer included in the some of the worst airports in Asia and the world. Talaga ang laki po ng improvement, so we'd like to congratulate the management of NAIA for improving NAIA Airport and, of course, the image worldwide of the nation. Amo pong ikasubo ang pagpanaw ni Cebu Archbishop Emeritus Ricardo Cardinal Vidal. Nga ni panaw ganin ang buntag, and the palace condoles with the Cebu faithful on the demise of Cebu Archbishop Emeritus Ricardo Cardinal Vidal this morning. President Duterte and Cardinal Vidal had a friendly, cordial relationship, and the good Cardinal himself paid a courtesy call to Malacañang shortly after the President assumed office, and assured the President of his fervent prayers for him and his administration. We are thankful for the kind Bishop's pastoral role to the Catholic faithful. There. Now, also, we just like to bring to mind, we just like to, may mga tanong po kayo last time, but just before that, we just like to, okay, you had some questions, in fact. Any update po on the 10-year passport for OFWs? Ang sagot po natin that the President has already signed into law Republic Act 10928, providing for 10-year passports. However, individuals below 18 years old shall be issued passports valid only for 5 years. Sunod po, what is the latest news regarding the pending estate tax amnesty? Ang sagot po is House Bill number 4814, or the Act granting amnesty in the payment of estate tax, was approved by the House of Representatives on February 13, 2017, and was transmitted to the Senate on February 15, 2017. So, nasign na po daw yun. Okay. Also, next question. When did the extension of driver's licenses take effect? Ang sagot po dyan, the President signed into law Republic 10930 on the 2nd of August 2017, extending the validity of driver's licenses to 5 years. The LTO office has been releasing paper licenses with 5-year validity to drivers in Metro Manila since October 2016 through Administrative Order number 2016-034. But lately, since last August, the LTO has started releasing the plastic licenses. Okay, that's good news. All right. Ang dami po actually mga kababayan. We just like to just encourage you and inform you. Ang dami na pong actually mga achievements ang presidente ever since he took office. All right. For example, katulad dito, the Philippines external debt has shed 5 billion. That's $5 billion as of June 2017. Nakapagbayad po tayo. And also very lately, the highest Philippine Stock Exchange has closed at an all-time high at 8.532-point index. Ibig po sabihin talagang napaka-confident po ang mga negosyante patungkol sa negosyo sa Pilipinas. It's incredible. In fact, yesterday, I think there was another run. And I believe that even today, there's going to be a show of greater confidence in Philippine business climate. Tsaka isa po pong napaka-interesting. The crime rates in Manila drops by 38% for the past 12 months. Talagang bumaba po. It's incredible how people are responding, and simply because the President has shown incredible political will. Isa pa po, Duterte's political will also brought in 6 billion in taxes po, mga unpaid tax. 6 billion from the Philippine Airlines, I believe. 1.7 billion without tax from Mylong property. and then 40 billion from Mighty Cigarettes. This is all money coming in in order to help support the big infrastructure projects of the President's plan. Ano po bang saysay noon? And sometimes we think, wala naman tayong, hindi tayo kasali dyan. No. We need to be interested in this sort of thing. Dahil lang po sa ganito, if there are projects, there are jobs. If there are jobs, there's employment. If there's employment, that means there's money on the table. If there's money in your pocket. If there's money in your pocket, that means food on the table. Children's tuitions are being paid. You can go out, you can have fun. So let us be supportive of the infrastructure projects of the President. And we just like to congratulate the Filipino people with the incredible support that you're giving to the President. Isa pa po, free tuition in state universities and colleges. Yung pong, if the kids, I think they're fully paid. I think it's fully subsidized. No? I'm not sure about the allowances, but definitely your tuition is completely paid if you go to a state university or college. Meron din po mga free internet sa public places. Tsaka of course, there's the passport validity, now 10 years. Driver's licenses up to 5 years. Stiffer penalties for hospitals refusing to treat patients. Ngayon po, kung talagang kailangan niyo pumunta sa ospital, huwag po kayo matakot. Dahilan sa, meron pong penalty sa mga ospital pag hindi nila tinanggap ang mga taong napasok. Okay. Meron po tayong mga centralized complaint and action hotlines, yung pong 911 and 8888, 8888, tama. And then, and of course, if you've been to Davao, which is now the model for the 911, it has an amazing response system. And we pray that it will be replicated all over the Philippines. And kung pwede kasi pansinin natin yung wag masyadong mga galaw-galaw, yung mga complaint gawin po natin yung bigyan pansin po natin yung mga good accomplishments ng administration. Ito po, the one-stop shop for OFWs in POEA, which is way, way, way better than before. Tinanggal na rin po ang processing fee on travel tax exemption. Okay. And meron po tayong during the President's time, meron po 2,000 pesos SSS Pension Raise. And then of course, yung mga servicemen ngayon are very, very empowered, willing now to serve the country with pride and higher self-esteem. What we have really here is a nation that's coming around, coming together, being nai-inspire, I'm going to be talking in just a little while about that. I'm going to discuss a brilliant article by one of the most respected public intellectuals in the Philippines. Pero talagang nasasoli po sa atin kasi yung self-esteem natin, no? And ng mga Pilipino. Tapos some other achievements of the President: the shutdown and closure of some mining companies that destroy the country's natural resources. The removal of fishing fences in Laguna de Bay to give other small fishermen a fair chance to use it for livelihood. Kasi po nangyari din sa Laguna de Bay, napaghati-hatian po, and usually those who are powerful have bigger places. But now, nung pinagtatanggal yan, kahit na po yung maliliit na mga mangingisda ay pwede na puring sumali doon sa Laguna de Bay. Meron din po ngayon mga the new buses from the airport to many major hubs in nearby cities. Tsaka po the one sack rice added to the 4-piece cash assistance to our less fortunate fellowmen. The salary increase to the servicemen, which is just bound to happen any moment soon. At tsaka po yung mga benefits para sa mga yung mga fallen, yung mga killed in action na mga kasamahan natin, mga sundalo. Other things, the increased allowance of our Olympics delegates. Some people might say, ano ba yan, liliit? But I'll tell you what, it is little things like these that matter to the Filipino people. When we talk about GDP, we talk about the increase, we're just probably talking about the increase in the income of some of the bigger businessmen. But when we talk about this, we're talking about the little things that matter, the things that are really felt. Okay, before that, we just like to, may mga tanong po na dumating. Why the big difference between SWS and Pulse Asia? Well, nagkaiba po yung kanilang methodologies that they employed, including the questionnaire that they used to understand better the results of the survey. But aside from that, some people, some analysts say that medyo slanted yata yung baka medyo slanted yung pagkaka-word nung iba in order to generate a few certain answers. But be that as it may, it was the methodology that they used na magkaiba. So there may be a reason why. All right. Greetings to supporters from Nueva Ecija, Kuwait, Hong Kong, Singapore, Riyadh, Germany. We acknowledge your presence there, fellow kababayans. All right. Lou Fahilan, question. Ano ang mangyayari sa mga jeepneys na naipi-phase out? Sagot, hindi po ito phase-met. Ito po ay Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. Meron pong financial loan package ang pamalaan para tumulong sa mga tsuper at operator. In other words, tama ba ito, Dennis? It's going to be modernized. In other words, it's going to be changed or something? Or what? Okay. They're going to become electric vehicles? Ganun ba yan? It's going to be more environmental friendly vehicles. Ayan, mga Euro 4 compliance daw. Social no? Okay. Ano ito? Sir, will you bring back the holiday economic scheme from PGMA's time? Kailangan munang konsultahin si Presidente ang kanyang economic manager sa bagay na yan. Ito ba yung mga regalo? Ito ba yun? O magtanong po muna tayo. All right. How much time do we have?
15 minutes.
Huh? 15 minutes. All right. Okay, just a few more. Ano po ba mga accomplishments under the President's administration? The exposés against local executives, police generals, judges, and other top officials in government. Sabi nga ng Presidente, there are no sacred cows, no? Well, kahit na kaibigan kanya, kung talagang kailangan maano kanya, kailangan maimbestigahan, and he will do that. You know, the President walang kinikilingan. Yan ang tuloy walang kinikilingan. No, he will not, just as long, if you are right, if you stand in the right, you're doing right, you're gonna get support. But if not, you are gonna get investigated. And now, sabi pa nga, the now better looking Baclaran, cleaner Baclaran, Divisoria, and other public spaces. That matters. And by the way, you try to do it, when you visit, let's say, I'm sorry, I keep going back to Davao, because yung pong ating model, yun ating template, yun ang benchmark natin. Recently, we were there, kasama po namin at dalawang first-timers sa Davao. At tinanong po namin sa kanila, ano po yung impression nyo sa Davao? Sabi nilang gano'n, ang linis daw. And that's true. And when there is law and order, people tend to get cleaner, not just in the mind, but also in the way they live. And so we expect that. We're hoping that for the entire Philippines. All right. The other thing, the employment increase and the unemployment decrease. There's now lower unemployment and higher employment. All right. Tsaka po yung mga expose against oligarchs who have been evading taxes. Of course, we've talked about that earlier. But then, what does that demand? It should have been done years ago, but all it takes is great political will. But of course, the President is wanting us to become more responsible. Huwag na natin antayin na magkahabulan pa tayo ng Presidente. Let's just do it our part, and let's do our part. You know what? How do you support nation building? Because that's what the President is all about. It's all about nation building. So how do you do that? Do your part. Pay your taxes. All right. Questions from Conchita Abitona. Sir, senior citizen po ako. Gusto kong makita at mayakap si Tatay Digong. Paano po ba ang proseso para makita kanya? Una-una dito, pumunta muna kay Rita. At hayaan po niya, baka one of these days we don't know promises, but you'll never know. Baka bigla may surprise visit sa iyo si Presidente. But anyway, see, you'll never know, ma'am. But I'll tell you what, the President sends his love to you. Is that okay? I can even send you a flying kiss. All right. The lower street crimes, because most of the are more likely... Wow. All right. The Mindanao peace process that has resumed again. Okay. Anyway, the bilateral talks with China over the West Philippine SCS. The launch of Oplan Tokhang, which has more positive results. Okay, including the not so good ones. But basically, what you're talking about is the shift to one of the best moves so far has been the shift to PDEA, basically the president's war against drugs has been very, very effective, as witnessed by the drop in crimes and so forth and so on. The billions worth of drugs seized in the operation, the closure of so many drug laboratories all over the country, the more regulated and SAF manned Bureau of Correction. All right. That's amazing. There's so many things that the president has done during just what, a year and 3 months. Okay. USA from ano to? When will the 10-year passport start? I think it started. Eto, okay. Napirma na ni Presidente ang batas. Bukas pag-uusapan na ng DFA with House Committee on Foreign Affairs and IRR, the rules, implementing rules and regulation. All right. Gemini Belardo, are we accepting help from other countries for Marawi on rehabilitation? Yes, opo. Tumatanggap po tayo ng tulong. Maraming bansa na po ang nagsabing tutulong, kabilang na po ang, well, hindi naman bansa ang World Bank, but yeah, it's a bank. Happy birthday, Sir Chris.
Thank you, Spox.
Si Ase Chris po, Chris Ablan, PCO. Pakita mo nga mukha mo rito. Liga. Ito po yung magandang lalaki natin. And once in a while, he acts as...
Hello, Spox.
Ito po. Yay!
Hello.
And he's... Happy birthday.
Thank you. Salamat.
Si Ase Chris sometimes acts as our assistant spokesperson. All right. Now, I'd like to bring you now to an article that was written in the Philippine Daily Inquirer last Sunday. It's written by one of our most respected public intellectuals, si Randy David po. It's called The Nation's Last Card, ang huling barahan ng bayan. Ito po, binase niya po ito sa binase po itong article niya sa yung last mga polls, no? And naghalo na po yung mga polls na yung Social Weather Station, yung Pulse Asia. At although magkaiba po ng konti, meron po siyang komentaryo tungkol doon. No? Sabing gano'n na pagdating po kasi kay Presidente, ang nangyayari po, either people like him or don't like him, you know? But the polls, yung mga survey po, show that a good majority of our people continue to trust in him. Kahit na po yung SWS gave him a net trust rating of plus 60 sa kanila pong September 27 survey, kumbaga, that's still very good by the SWS own rating system. Sa Pulse Asia naman po, si Mr. Duterte stood at a high 80%, a mere 1% drop from the preceding June survey. Nakakatawa nga kasi one newspaper tried to put it this way, that the president's rating dropped by 2%. It was actually from 82% to 80%. You know, you can look at it that way. But anyway, this makes the president the most trusted person among the government's highest officials. That's very significant po. Ang talagang, he stands out, the president stands out as the most trusted person among the government's highest officials. Now, kahit na po, you know, and this is notwithstanding the increasingly strident voices heard on both sides. Public opinion still seems to clearly favor Mr. Duterte. Now, they've thrown just about everything at him, including the kitchen sink, you know. But basically, his trust rating. Bakit po kaya ganon? How come that is so? I don't think, sabing ganon, and people keep talking about, kasi they try to keep up bloody campaign, or illegal drugs, or sabi nila wala namang mga ebidensya pa sa mga nagawa na presidente. But you know, ang hindi nakukuha ng tao, which is basically the disconnect between traditional politicians and the normal people, yung tinatawag na masa, yung the majority of the people. You know, what they don't get it is that kaya nanalo si Presidente Duterte dahil sa sawa na po ang tao sa lumang sistema. They're tired of that. And there's no going back to that anymore. And the reason why they elected President Duterte is because they exactly want him to dismantle the old system. So basically, a vote for Duterte was a vote for themselves. Okay. When candidate Duterte declared the presidential debates that he represented the nation's last card, huling baraha, he instantly resonated. All right. He instantly resonated with them. All right. Kumbaga, apparently hindi siya people, the other candidates just did not get the people. Just did not get what it's all about. And up to now, traditional politicians who keep throwing accusation after don't get what it is all about. All right. If we look back, there were already signs, no? If we look, sabi ni Mr. David, we might find that there were already telltale signs of a growing disaffection na wala na ng gana ang mga tao sa gobyerno. Because sabi, at first, people didn't get it, you know? What were some of the things that people were just increasingly frustrated about? For one, Mr. David points out the MRT, yung Metro Rail Transit. Na it kept breaking down and breaking down. Hindi man lang maayos-ayos ng husto ng gobyerno. Always there was the dark shadow of corruption and incompetence. Para bang talagang parang hindi kaya ng gobyerno yung dating gobyerno, yung mga dating, which should have been basically household affairs, no? The other one that happened that really disaffected the people, yung Mama Sapano. It was a tragedy that encapsulated all the dire consequences of a leadership that seemed devoid of political will, coordination, and empathy. Yung bang it's so true, parang una-una, parang it was like a gang that couldn't shoot straight. Talaga hindi niya, parang hindi alam kung anong ginagawa, kulang na coordination. Pero more than that, kasi pwede naman kasi magkakamali, but more than that, parang walang empathy, parang walang pakiramdam, walang ang tawag dito, walang no feeling for what was happening. But in the end, what really got the people was the tanimbala, yung laglagbala, kumbaga parang lumabas na, parang napaka-inutil ng gobyerno. And that's exactly why the people were disenchanted. This is, without making any personal references, without making ad hominem attacks, that's exactly how the people felt about the past administration or some administration. And napaka-inutil. Ayaw na ng tao noon. So it happened when the Filipinos went to the polls looking for a strong-willed president. Anong gagawin ano ba hinahanap ng mga tao? Una-una, na paparusahan yung mga korap. Pangalawa, tanggalin yung mga kriminal. Pangatlo, wag na yung kung di mo kaya, mga opisyal na hindi kaya, di tanggalin na yan. And then, talagang make sure that the government, goes online. Para sa mata ng tao, the entire system had become so corrupted that only somebody from the outside of the system would, ang pwedeng gumawa nun. And from that moment on, it was Mr. Duterte that became that figure. I was there in Singapore pa, and I hope you will excuse some of my language. Nung pagpasok po namin kasama po namin, sa labas pa lang po, andun yung there were about 6,000 people in Singapore, and you could hear the people say, Duterte, Duterte, Duterte. But when we got in, talagang nagsigawan sila. So, yeah, it was there. But it wasn't that which amazed me. What amazed me is that when he stood up, and then he said, this and that, and this, and then he said, PI, talagang everybody exploded, people laughed, people cheered. Why? Natuwa sila, nagmura siya? No, that was not the point. People don't get the point when napaka-crudo naman na presidente niya, napakaganito, napaka-ukulan sa Pino, kung hindi decente. I'll tell you what, the reason why people cheer is because they identify themselves with him. He is them, and they are him. And there is no disconnect. And that's exactly from that. Kaya, ang hinahanap kasi hinahanap ng mga tao was a weapon against the system, and they found it in him. Siya yung tigasira siya yung tigatibag ng basically it's a one-man social revolution. The people are actually waging a revolution through him. And so, I think people just need to get that. There must be a willingness to shift, a willingness to transform. And right now, he is at the vanguard of that. So, yung sabi nga ni Mr. David, and the anti-systemic impulse will likely outlive President Duterte. The people, until they get the government they want, will continue to be against the government. But they see in the president, the current president, President Duterte, the kind of person they want who will transform the nation. So one thing is certain, and I'd like to be ending with this. There can be no return to the old discredited system. In other words, guys, you just have to, I just like to encourage Filipinos in the Philippines and Filipinos worldwide, continue your desire and passion for an absolutely new government. A government that is crime-free, corruption-free, illegal drugs-free. A government, an economy, a nation that is inclusive, an economy that is peaceful. We have one brilliant moment in the nation. This is an open window for transformation, and I pray that we will not miss it. Let's people be supportive, and this is, in a sense, I suppose, a word to those who think that they keep throwing everything, all the accusations. You don't get it. You're not throwing it against the president, you're throwing it against the people. The people want change. And it's just a question of, and you'll never get the change unless we all come together, and I know, man, let's work out something really brilliant. And the president is showing us the way. We'd like to say, for example, the political will is shown. And regarding Marawi, for example, the people coming together, it's brilliant. But, kumbaga, ano po yan, grasya ng Diyos yan eh. What can you say? What can you say to a man who came from the South out of nowhere, out of the political box, and suddenly is leading the nation? I can only say it's grace. I was there one time when the president said during this big meeting with the U.S.-Asia group, and he said, there is a God, and I believe in destiny. That's what we have right now. A man, I'm not being religious about this. I'm just saying that apparently we people have something, we have a gift here, and I pray that we'll take advantage of that. How can we help in the rehabilitation of Marawi? Depends. It all depends. You can either help financially, you can come here and help build, whatever you want, whatever your giftings are. Tell us about it. All right, may somebody here? Okay, talk to her, that's Queenie.
Last greeting, sir, before we end.
Wala akong makita eh. Okay. We'd like to greet oh my God, Joselito Zapanta from Canada, Alta Monique, Edgar Gona from London. Hey! Mabuhay, tayong maniniwala para sa pagbabago ng Pilipinas. That's Yolanda Kwok. Marilyn De Lima. I would like to greet there. We got Glendale Keith Yabres, Estrelita Udlawan, and Lisa Jane Batoy. Okay, hey, we'd like to greet everyone. And pusuan nyo naman. Ayan, bigla dumami, oh. Okay, so we'd like to see you next week. And if you have any questions, just keep posting that. And then, what about Twitter? We're also on Twitter.
Instagram.
We're on Instagram. I'd like to introduce you some of my crew here. Okay, come. This is Carl. Okay, and this is Frank. And come, China. Ito si China talaga. Ito yung our little socialite, And my cameraman, okay? Okay, all right. Okay, asa ka? Okay, all right, there you go. All right, and are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank RTVM, sir.
We'd also like to thank RTVM. Come, bro. Halika nga muna dito. Pakita mo nga mukha mo muna dito para... Halika. Okay. Somebody from California. Hey. Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much, guys. And we'd like to see you next week. And if you have any recommendations at all, any suggestions, just post them on FB page. Okay? God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I think that was good.
Yes.
Sir, sino nagbigay sa akin itong Alam mo, ang dami pang kulang na. No. Yung mga 51.
Out na tayo? Yung good.